What's dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. You can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. You can never force nobody else to wear them.
Yo, Pac, is that you?
Ain't the reunion we wanted, but it's the one we getting.
Yo, this crazy as hell. Whole bunch of people said you were still alive.
Nah, I ain't say all that.
Do you have a gun?
No.
Don't lie to me. Where's the gun?
Don't you talk to me like that. I don't care who you people are.
Listen here, I don't have time to play. Where's the gun?
Car's getting close, Quentin. Stop. Bell?
Mike, what say you of Riverbend?
It's the best movie you'll ever see that you've never heard of. We had this at the store that I used to work, Video Library in Mount Airy, and this cover did not sell me on. I was like, I don't want to see this crap. I don't want to see this crap. And then Charles Woods, the professor, people that watch my Reelblack channel know him, he had like 5 copies of this thing.
Wow.
Yeah, he said, you got to see it.
If you really are what you say you are, then maybe you could stay here and help us to yourself. Or show us how to do it.
It really is one of 2 movies, maybe. I think it's this and Spook Who Sat by the Door are the 2 movies that are like this, that show Black people fighting back against oppressors.
We 3 men are combat veterans of Vietnam. And when this period of your life is over, you men will be combat veterans of Riverbend.
Hey everybody, it's Mike, and it's Saturday night, which means that we're hanging out live. Me, you, and Molly, too. Come up here. Here comes Molly. Come on up here. Stop being shy. So we're all hanging out. So Black Diamond wants to know what movie it is. It's called Riverbend, and I'm excited to let people know. We're moving as we move forward in the restoration and eventual release of Riverbend. That there's a couple things happening. One, we're getting in new merch to help with the fundraising. So you'll see me decked out today. I've got the Riverbend fundraiser t-shirt on, which you can get at shop.reelblack.com. We got a new moderator, by the way, Bergen Paris. You're taking off? All right. Take care. Shop.reelblack.com. And we got a mug, which is nice ceramic. It's got a logo on one side, illustration by Aaron Kai on the other side. And that's going for $25, I believe, plus shipping. Will be close to $30, $32 with the shipping. But of course, if you spend more than $75 in the shop at one time, you get free shipping. And then, you know, if you're watching, you know, you don't really, we're doing a fundraiser, but if you want to save the 10%, use the code Bookman and save 10% off your purchase. So if you go to shop.reelblack.com, you will be taken into our retail portal, And also later in the week, this just came in, the Riverbend hat. I'm not sure what the price is going to be on that. It's a fundraiser, so it'll be a little bit more than normal. They cost quite a bit to make because they have a Reelblack logo on the back. How do you like that? Who's here tonight? Okay, we got Keith Bergen Paris. Thank you. Let's see who's here. Never Give Up. Bergen Paris. Black Diamond, I hope you're still here. Divine Energy, welcome. Linnell Seiler, hey. Music for Ka. We got a small room tonight. I mean, probably because of the holidays. What did people do for the 4th? Did you celebrate the 4th, or did you just say, I don't know what this world is coming to? You're back. What's going on? What's going on? It's too early in the show for you to get treats. You can hang out. You can hang out. Hey, Linda. I'll give you treats later. You want treats now? Okay, hang on. I got her treats. She likes this stuff. All right, hang on. All right, it's a little early. It's a little early in the show. Okay, hang on. I'm not trying to be stingy. She's like, give it to me now. Give it to me now. Unload upon my tongue. Light up my brain synapses. I gotta open it. I gotta open it. Oh. Women. Okay. Stop. You smell it? Hang on. Wait. Let me get it. Let me get some out. Okay. There you go. Women. So, how's everybody doing? What did people do today or yesterday? Hey, Cedric. Molly's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this stuff. All right. Okay, that's it for now. That's all you get. There's a little on my finger. Take that. Okay. It's still on my finger. Still on my finger. There you go. All right. Okay, enough of you. Nathan's here. Hey, well, you're excited now. Hopefully this is a good live for folks. It's really designed for people to hang out and chat with me live, the live experience. I don't know what value we have as a replay event, but I'm always happy to hang out and talk movies. And that'll be the thing that we're going to talk about today. Some things that came in the mail this week or that I picked up. And you should go pick up this mug. I'm really proud of it. It's beautiful. And once we got the logo fixed on the back, I think it's quite a collector's item. And it ties in with the film. And the only way to get it is at, you guessed it, shop.reelblack.com. All right. Let's see what's going on. There, my good friend David Walker has a new graphic novel out, The Death of Bobby Hart, which I believe is inspired. This is the Kickstarter kit. We'll be doing our own Kickstarter soon, so I want to see how he does his. But it's sort of based on Donna Goines, I believe. It's sort of a fictionalization of Donna Goines. Do I participate in Twitter Spaces? I'm kind of off Twitter right now. I keep my Twitter handle, but I'm not really a fan of where Twitter is right now. So I've not really done that yet, to answer your question. There's a Criterion sale. So I save up for Criterion sales, and this is what I've gotten so far. I'm going to get the Antoine Doinel box when it comes out. The Truffaut. I'm a big fan of 400 Blows and some of the other early Truffaut movies, Francois Truffaut movies. So that'll complete my sale. But so far, so if you don't know, Criterion is a boutique Blu-ray label. They put out classic films on the Blu-ray and 4K formats primarily. They've been around for decades. They start out when Laserdiscs were first coming in. They've never made a VHS for obvious reasons. They want the best quality. But twice a year, Barnes & Noble has a sale where you can get, for basically anything in the Criterion collection is marked down by 50%. And it's the best time to get a movie from Criterion. And then also twice a year, Criterion will have its own flash sale for 24 hours. They'll have things for 50% off. So stopped at Barnes & Noble, picked up The Wiz, which I'm not a fan of the cover, but I'm a fan of the movie. And honestly, when I put this on and I saw Michael Jackson getting cut down, as the Scarecrow getting cut down off the pole from Dorothy, it literally brought a tear to my eye. And I'm not a sentimental person, but just the amount of talent that Michael Jackson has or had at the time, and what he represents, as a fan. I was really happy to pick that up. Killer Sheep picked up. Oh, also Amazon price matches these things. So if there's not a Barnes & Noble near you, you don't want to shop from Barnes & Noble, you're more comfortable on Amazon. And you want to support the Bezos' marriage, wedding, you can go there and get them as well. Most of the titles are 50% off. Killer Sheep is a Charles Burnett movie that is considered his touchstone film. It's his classic. It's his signature piece. And it's been properly restored. Before, when it was on DVD 20 years ago, they didn't clear all the songs. But now this is the film the way the director intended you to see it. And it's been restored in 4K as well as Blu-ray. So, and speaking of Charles Burnett, I'm really proud of The Annihilation of Fish, which is from Milestone Films, Kino Lorber. It's not on sale, it just came out. But the reason I'm recommending it, it's a good film, first and foremost, with James Earl Jones, and it's a Charles Burnett film that was virtually lost. It played 1 or 2 festivals back in the I'm not seeing it, 1999, and then it disappeared. It didn't get picked up for distribution until Milestone restored it. And I was at the premiere, and I filmed the Q&A with Myra Cade. No, I'm sorry. Filmed Maya Cade. Q&A with Raquel Gates, pardon me. Raquel Gates did the Q&A, and I filmed it. So the footage that I shot is the footage that you'll see on this disc. I highly recommend you pick up Annihilation of Fish. It's a good movie, just so you know it's about a Jamaican man who has some mental issues, and he is kicked out of his halfway house, and he's told he no longer can get psychological care. Not that he's cured, but he's now off. He gets into a boarding house where he basically meets Lynn Redgrave, and they start an affair. And so it's what is it? They say May-December romance. This is a September-December romance. You don't always see love stories about 2 older people who fall in love, and they are both very eccentric and have their imaginary friends and different beliefs and things like that. It's a fun movie. That's all I can say about that one. Trying to see if any more chats have come up. I have the Criterion Channel streaming service. Have great collections on there. They sure do. Yeah, it's so much content out there. It's hard to keep up. But hopefully some of these movies I'm talking about, you don't necessarily have to buy them. You can see them on Criterion Channel as well. Eastern Condors, Sammo Hung directed action film, came recommended to me from Fear of a Black Film Critic. I haven't seen it yet. We'll get into it via Q&A. I'm sure we'll talk about this movie in the very, very near future. Also on the Criterion sale, this is one I was really excited about getting. It's a 4K release of Sorcerer, which is William Friedkin movie, the remake of The Wages of Fear, which also was re-released recently in 4K. I think it might be behind me. I'm just checking. I'm holding this up while I'm looking. It's a remake of The Wages of Fear. Yes. So The Wages of Fear is a classic French film. William Friedkin, director of The Exorcist, decided to remake it as Sorcerer with guy from Jaws. You know what I'm talking about. Roy Scheider. And it's a classic in its own right. So I'll recommend this one as well. Wages of Fear is a classic double feature for you guys. And then finally, I've heard so much about this. I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy it when I do watch it, but Anora, which is the Best Picture winner of this past year. So those, and I'll get to some more acquisitions as we get a little further into the hour. How's everybody doing? If you like the video, thumb up the video. That's a good point. Thank you, Keith. Who is our new, you see that wrench? That means he is one of our new moderators. Welcome, Mod Squad. I don't know who else is here that's modding, but we're happy that Keith is here and that we figured that out. Hey, Bob Cosmic. Salute. We got new hats. They're not on sale yet, but they will be in the next few days. This literally just came in the mail today as a sample, but I like the quality of it. So it will be available. I'm just trying to figure out what the price point needs to be. It needs to be somewhere between $25 and $50 for it to work. Maybe $35 or so for the hat. It's a fundraiser hat. Let's see. Watch Abby and Fist of Fury. Okay. That's what's up. Fist of Fury's on YouTube, or you saw it somewhere else? I mean, Abby you can only find on YouTube. But yeah, let's see. Have you seen... Oh, Bob is here. Let's see. 432 across the pond, UK. Hit the like button and share. Love it. Let's get into a video. Richard Pryor singing 1966, I want to say, maybe 65.
Well, the condition, the house is conditioned. Here is something terrible.
Spending my money, I didn't care. Taking all my friends out for a real good time. Buying champagne, whiskey, bootleg wine. But one day I began to sink so low. Didn't have a friend, no place to go. But if I ever get my hands on that dollar again, I'm gonna squeeze onto it till the eagle grins. Nobody wants you when you're down and out. Well, in your pockets if you don't have one penny. Well, your friends, you just don't have any. But
I love that clip. A lot of people don't get a chance to see. I believe it's from the Kraft Music Hall. It was a summer replacement show starring John Davidson, and it was a variety show. So Richard Pryor got to do all kinds of things, including sing. So that's what that's from. If people are curious, I should have brought the James Brown dancing clip. But yeah, let's do a roll call. I'm just curious. I know Bob Cosmic is in the UK, and we got Bergen Paris, New York is in the building, and I'm in Philly. Where's everybody else? It's a small room. I'm just curious where people are watching from. Hey, brother Shahid, how's it going? So we were talking about the 4th of July, and one of the things I'm curious about is action films or summer movies. You know, this traditionally the 4th of July weekend would be Will Smith's setup. You know, his weekend back in the day. He was Mr. 4th of July or Mr. July 4th. So, you know, obviously Independence Day and Men in Black and movies like that definitely ring a bell when it comes to favorite movies of the summer. But I'm just curious what other movies are out there that you reply to. Okay, so we got the roll call going. Shahid, Prince George's County, DMV. Hey, mark your calendar, Shahid. I'm going to be at Sankofa Books, Holly Garima's shop, on Friday, August 22nd. Can somebody write that down? Friday, August 22nd at Sankofa Books. So anybody in the DC area, they want to come out and get a sneak peek at what we're talking about, Riverbend restoration, have a chance to get some merch and talk about it afterwards, please come through. You know, it's not an official screening, but it's a preview event. So you'll get to see clips of the thing and discuss what happened to Riverbend. I think I might have that here. Let me see real fast if I've got the flyer. Let me see if the flyer's here. Downloads. Quick look. I'm just sorry, guys. Pardon me. You made me think of that. So Friday, August 22nd, I will be in the DMV at Sankofa Books. August 22nd, Sankofa Books, which is right off of the Howard University campus at 7 p.m. And that's where we filmed Dick Gregory. So you can get yourself a smoothie like Baba Dick drank in those videos. That's where they make them. The green drink. Everybody wants to know where they can get it. But Friday, August 22nd, at Sankofa Books, I'll be there showing clips from Riverbend and talking about why the movie disappeared. So please come out if you can. Yeah, Ulysses, we see you. We see you. Slow down on that. We see you one time's enough. All right, let's see what else is going on. Grenada, no way. Empress Free, welcome. Love that. We're global. Oakland, Marble Blue, College Park. There you go. Please come out. If you're in College Park, if you're in Prince George's County, if you're in Virginia, like Linda is, please join me. I'm not sure what the admission cost is yet. We're still working out those details, but I'll have merch at the show. Not a lot of t-shirts necessarily, but hats and mugs and posters I'll have at the show on August 22nd. And I'll also be at Black Star Film Festival, I should say, in Philadelphia, roaming around a couple of the days. Also, that weekend of Black Star, which is August 2nd, which is a Saturday, I may live stream from it, but we're going to be at the Gap Theater in Gap, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. And we'll be showing a triple feature: Black Belt Jones, Cleopatra Jones, and Johnny Tough, I believe, are the three movies there. So that's Saturday, August 2nd. I'll be in Gap Theater in Pennsylvania, in Gap, PA. So that'll be a Saturday that we'll probably live stream from the theater there. Okay, Ulysses, what's going on with the barking? Got some DMV folks for sure. I love the DMV. I wanted to bring the movie to DC early to get the word out, to get people talking more about Riverbend and why it's important. There's students there. We don't necessarily have the movie ready for people to purchase, but I wanted the opportunity to screen there and get feedback for the Blu-ray. You know, as you know, we have a lot of clips and things like that talking about the film. And as we get closer into the fundraising mode, I wanted to get some personal testimonials from real people as to why the movie should be supported. So, hey, Chris Dragnet's in the building. Welcome. We're going to hang out for another half hour probably. We may round it out to a full hour. And but you missed most of what I was talking about. Just as a recap, the Criterion collection sale is going on, and you know, these are the ones that I picked up so far. I'm probably not going to buy too many more because travel needs to be accomplished, and you know, we need to sell more T-shirts and things like that. I shouldn't be spending money on movies when I'm trying to get one out myself. Let's see, but Chris Dragnet is in the building. All right, Ulysses, what are you on tonight? And do we need to quiet you down? I don't know. Yeah, Sorcerer was one of them. You know all about Sorcerer, remake of Wages of Fear in 4K yet. So, yeah, we got to check on our man Ulysses. Are we good? Because it's just very non sequiturs. We're getting a lot of non sequiturs today, so we've got to check in on Ulysses. You know, is it Mental Health Month as well? So we'll pray for you. And I'm just kidding. I know you're okay. Now we got Chris joining in on the fun. What else is going on? I did a podcast yesterday. Not my finest moment. We talked for about 2 hours about one film, which I don't recommend you do. I think that about 40 minutes is the most you should spend reviewing any one movie. But this was my first time on the Making Tarantino podcast, and that will drop on the 11th, I'm told, like next week or something, July 11th. And I discussed with Phil Duke, Charlie One Eye, which just came out recently on Vinegar Syndrome. I don't want to spoil anybody who's going to watch the conversation. It's reversible sleeve, chumpy. I actually like the original sleeve better on this one than although I love Studio Stella's artwork. You can take your pick which artwork you prefer. So Charlie One Eye with Richard Roundtree and Roy Thenis. Okay. Like the Arsenio Hall show, we're woofing and meowing. Okay, it's all good. I'm not sure if I have an hour to. More stuff that came in the mail. I've got to watch. I'm looking forward to watching and reviewing Sabrina, which is a Billy Wilder film. It's one of my favorite. My favorite director has to be Billy Wilder. He's the most consistent and eclectic filmmakers you'll find. He operated in a lot of genres, but was probably most successful in his comedies. And Sabrina with Audrey Hepburn is no exception. I may as well crack this one open. I'm going to do a full review of it later, but I do need to watch it. I know they did some cool things with the artwork, so I'll share it with you. Pre-shaft or post-shaft? I'm trying to figure it out. Did I get lost here? It was in between. Charlie One Eye was after Shaft's big score, but before Shaft in Africa came out. So it's him making an attempt to do something against type at that point. And he's very good in it. The movie's not very good. It's for completists only. So see how fast I said that? It took me 2 hours to say that on the podcast. So it's Sabrina 4K and Blu-ray, and I believe it's got reversible art. It's nice art the way it's set up already. Let's see. Hey, what's going on? You like Sabrina? So I'm not sure if this is out yet or if it's coming out, but it's one of my favorite movies. A love triangle between the young two brothers and the maid that works there, daughter of the driver or auto guy. Sunset Boulevard, yes, very good. That's coming out in 4K as well. It's really nice. So all right, I thought I was old school. Dang, is that something I got to check out though? So I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Dirty 8. The last thing I'll talk about that they sent me is this one. It's called Blues Under the Skin, and it's a documentary. I gotta watch this one because I love these artists, but and I love vintage footage like this. So it's 1973 French documentary about blues musicians in the Delta, and I guess it features Buddy Guy and B.B. King and Brownie McGee, Mance Lipscomb, Roosevelt Sykes, pardon me, Jimmy Streeter, Sonny Terry, Junior Wiles, and Buckle White. So I'll be talking about that on the channel real soon as well. But yeah, Molly, you want more? Is it time for more treats? She's running the show, folks. Hey, what do you? She's running the show. What? My finger's not food. You want some more? Here. All right, slow down. Calm down. Okay, all right, hang on. Give her a little bit more. All right. Straight down your belly. Don't get any on me. Okay. Dirty Cow. Yeah, what's a good movie for you? We started off by asking favorite summer movies, but besides Fist of Fury, all right, that's enough. Besides Fist of Fury and Abby, what have you been watching lately? I'm just curious. All right. I'll wait for the chat to go. Let me find something else I can show you guys while we're waiting for the chat to move forward a little bit. You like music, I know. Do you like good music? It's a little too early for Smokey. I don't want to play the hype reel. Let me see. We've done Riverbend to death. That didn't play. Just saw Thunderbolts and Sinners. You a little late on Sinners, but what did you think of both? Machete. Paul Mooney's always classic. What's this one?
Personally, I don't think there's a Republican Party, and I don't think there is a Democrat party. I think there's only one party, the 1%. I think all the rest of it's fake. I think that everything comes out of the White House, everything we see on the television is scripted. These people are actors. They actually should get Academy Awards for their performances. It's scripted. What they say to us, they rehearse during the day, and when they finish, they all go to dinner and they tell each other how good they were, and they talk about tomorrow's script, and they practice. And if one person does improv, they rave about them. They say, and what you did was fantastic. I just think that. I don't care what color they are. I don't care what sex they are. I think they're all for each other. I do not think they're for us.
Now, what you're saying, if I just saw it written down, would sound kind of gloomy, but you're smiling while you're saying it.
Because I think it's true.
That's a good one. Maybe I need to put that back up on Instagram in light of the big beautiful bill thing that happened this week. And that was going to go through regardless. I don't know what the suspense was. I think there was more fear than anything, but and rightfully so. I mean, it's I think it's from what I've read, is very damaging to the future for people that are on, like us, regular people that need help from the government, health-wise, financially. It's not cool. What they're doing is just taking money for themselves right now. All the world is a stage, yes. Car Wash, Cooley High. So you're a Michael Schultz fan, as am I. Those are great movies. Sinners has hidden messages. That's true. Sinners was good, not great. See, I agree with Chris. I think people hyped that thing up a little more than it needed to be hyped up. But I will still, when the time comes, get a copy of it for the collection. So, but big ups to Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan for making a tentpole. What was a tentpole movie? A non-sequel that ended up making hundreds of millions of dollars in the box office. Okay, love to have a blue of Car Wash. It's been out for a while. I keep my Richard Pryor movies together, so I'm looking to see if Car Wash is there. No, it's probably because it's a signed copy. I had the good fortune of meeting Antonio Fargas at one point and talking to him about Car Wash. Cornbirdo and me. So you're showing your age, Dirty 8. All these 70s classics. Cooley High hit 50 this year. Oh, I was supposed to pull my blueprint. KRS-One blueprint had an anniversary today. I think it's 30-something years old today. Let me see if I have some KRS-One that I can play for you while I look for my vinyl. Oh, My Philosophy. That's short though. Where is it? Anniversary show. Okay. All right. Let's look at some KRS-One. I'll if I can find it, I'll share with you my KRS-One story. Actually, you know what? It's better. I'll show you when he signed the stuff. If I can pull that out. KRS-One. In Conversation, My Philosophy. Backstage. Okay. This is actually good because it'll give me some time to look for stuff. KRS-One. I don't know the year though. That's the only problem I'm having. Criminal Minded, You Must Learn, 54. Oh, you're 54. I'm 55. Okay, you're showing your age. You Must Learn remix, Criminal Minded, yes. Boomerang 33rd anniversary was on the 1st. Wow, I feel ancient. I'll show you something from Boomerang as well. All right, so I'm gonna go share with you this. This is KRS-One and me talking about his classic body of work. The only thing we didn't talk about was his comic book. Anniversary show desktop. KRS-One. Oh wait, no, we're showing backstage. Here we go. A couple things. We always have like artists talk about these things when we ask them to sign them. What can you say about this one?
This is greatest, right? And I say this because of the cover. I'm saying because this particular song, My Philosophy, is the first time I introduced myself as a philosopher. This is the first time the song goes, so you're a philosopher? Yes. Yes. And it's so funny because I had no idea that I was introducing certain terms into hip hop, like metaphysics, philosophy. These were new terms, believe it or not, in our language. Of course, we heard these words, but we weren't rhyming them. They weren't part of our regular deal. So this starts out like that. The other part to this is Fab Five Freddy's first video job. The video for this was Fab Five Freddy crushed it. And this was it. This video. The other part to it is you can see way in the background is Malcolm X. This picture used to be prevalent on 125th Street, used to be around. Everybody had one of these, or so I thought. Everyone had one of these in their house just like that. The album to this is a remake of By Any Means Necessary, which is the original. I called it By All Means Necessary. So this has a lot of history with it. This is a lot of history. You hold this.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab this.
Now, these are my prized possessions, yo, and I'm really honored. Thank you for taking the time. Yeah, I left what is it? Sound at Germantown, $5.99. So this is still in the round. There you go. So I got to be careful with this. I'll just put it back.
You have the original.
I paid cash money for
Blueprint.
these. Yes.
And this is interesting.
Okay.
Another one.
All right.
Woo! Take a look at that. And what's so interesting is this brother here, I don't want to give his name away, but this is a real state trooper, and he was one of my best friends. And he's the one that gave me the Uzi on the cover of that album. Just so you know, state troopers were out like that. But anyway, this is by all means necessary. This is ghetto music, the blueprint of hip hop. And what's so interesting about this is that for some reason, this word became a staple in hip hop. Obviously, you know, Jay-Z did the other one, did an updated version, I guess. And big up to all of that. Maybe one in the future is even going to go even beyond that and do yet another blueprint. We need blueprints for hip hop like every 10 years. Somebody should come with a new blueprint. This was the first one. And I'm proud of that. And so I'm going to hit you right now.
Okay, and while you're signing that, I'm mad. I used to have the advanced cassette of Edutainment, and the interludes were different. Do you recall that or no?
Yes.
Can you speak to that? For those, I want a copy. If anybody has the original advance of Edutainment, speak on that.
Well, what had happened was that when I used to work in the studio, see, when you're a recording artist, you have a record company, Jive Records. That's what this was. But I never really respected the contract. I respected the agreement. I do respect agreement. If I make an agreement with you, I'm going to stand by the agreement. But you're not going to tell me how to make my music or anything that has to do with me. I think I got me intact. I'm going to present me. So with Jive Records, there's a few times that I would release a song or album and they would release an album. And that's where you get the two versions actually from. Obviously the one that came out on vinyl was theirs, and I released like a demo.
Yeah, it had like interludes instead of the Farrakhan or whatever. It had Scott LaRock speaking somewhere.
Something, yeah, but those were demos. Those were like, that's rare. Yeah, that was very rare.
I had it, and I'm mad I don't have it anymore.
That's rare. Because we used to do it. We did a few of those. There's one called, I did one out of Japan, BDP in Japan, something like this. It's only maybe 100, maybe 50 of those cassettes still moving around. But look, if you got it, make some money. eBay is crazy.
Yeah, and the comic books are going big too.
No doubt. Oh, comics are huge. I just did a comic book, will.i.am, Masters of the Sun. Excellent comic book. You guys need to go see that. And it's a Marvel comic too. Before that was Break the Chain, another Marvel comic on that as well. You know, speaking of Marvel comics, just as a side note, you know, I looked up the names of the characters of Black Panther. I forget it now. Akala and all the people who are playing. Most of them are Japanese names. I thought those were African names. I looked it up. They were Japanese. Just a side view. That's all.
Break the chain. Break the chain. Yo, I don't want to be a dummy walking around smelling funny, looking bummy and crummy with no money. But when I go to school, the teacher ain't teaching. And when I go to church, the preacher ain't preaching. Who they think they reaching? The old style is dead. Instead, wake up the knowledge in your own head. Ideas, you got fewer fears. And with fewer fears, you can get paid to live for years. Yo, take a look around where you at. If you think it's whack, educate yourself and change that. I'm falling down and I can't get up. I ain't trying to change the way you think. You change your environment.
Yo, what's up? It's KRS-One and you're watching Reelblack.
Yeah, that's the job I need to do, is get all our drops and put them together on a tape. That would be a good thing for viewers. Yeah, it was Stokely Carmichael. I couldn't get it. I couldn't think of it at the time. Yeah, Kwame Ture was doing the interludes, but in the original cassette that I had, it was an interview with Scott LaRock that was pieced between the songs, and yeah, I had a dub of a dub, and it just disappeared over time. So let's see where are we at. 47 minutes on the show. We got about 15 more minutes if we want. If not, 13 good. Yeah. I wasn't gonna bring up Puffy, but you talk about Boomerang. This is a nice rare item. This is the program book from the New York premiere at the Ziegfeld Theater, and I've had it for, I would assume, 33 years to today is when I got a hold of it. I was at the premiere along with other people from the Black Filmmaker Foundation. So yeah, hey, okay. Did anybody want to jump on? Otherwise, I'm going to go in a few minutes. I can put the invite link here. If anybody had a really exciting week and they want to talk, you don't have to be on camera. If you just want to talk, I'd love to hear from you. So we did roll call. We talked about Criterions. We didn't really get into action figures or action movies. I gave you my dates once again. August 2nd, I'll be at the Gap Theater in Union Gap, PA, I think is where it is. It's somewhere up there. August 2nd, I'll be at the Gap Theater presenting a triple feature of classic blaxploitation films, including Black Belt Jones, Cleopatra Jones, and Johnny Tough. And then on Friday, August 22nd, I'll be at Sankofa Books from 7, which is in Washington, D.C., from 7 to 10 p.m., showing clips and getting feedback for Riverbend. And we have, like I said earlier, at shop.reelblack.com, we have, I'm trying to find the shop.reelblack.com thing that I put up earlier. So I could do this quickly. Shop.reelblack.com. You can get the mug, you can get the hat starting next week, and you can get the t-shirt. And all the proceeds from that stuff will help us to continue with our restoration project on Riverbend. Let's see. Oh, I thought you were in Asian Latina. I thought you were in New Jersey. Am I or New York, New Jersey area? So I'm trying to think. Will we be in New York soon? Probably next February. We'll be showing Riverbend in New York. Yeah, the mug is dope. I'm really pleased with how the mug came out. It's Aaron Kai's artwork on one side and the logo on the other side. And like I said, we priced it to move, so they weigh a little bit to ship, but $25 plus shipping. You can save 10% with the code Bookman. So that should help with that. Oh, you live in the South. Oh, that's right. You're in Birmingham. Well, we just have to figure out how to get to Birmingham, right? We just have to get to Birmingham. We just have to figure that out. Stop it. Stop. She's in the southern states. Okay, so I gave you my dates. I showed you everything that I want to show you. Just stay tuned. Next week I'll be back. Remember, shop.reelblack.com. Thank you, anybody who made a donation. I'm just checking real fast. I don't see anything popping up on the phone right now. But if you made a donation, I didn't announce it. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Okay, so that's all I got, fam. Mississippi Gulf Coast. Okay. I'm sorry. Why did I think Alabama? Mississippi Gulf Coast. Is everybody okay? It rained a lot in Texas. Did that affect you at all? Okay. All right. Well, it's time. It's been time. It's been fun. So as we wind it down, I will share with you a little Smoky, and that'll get us out of here.